What goes on, y'all? This is your girl Asia, aka Asia, and I am back this year. Thank you so much for your patience. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. We done made it over, okay? Thank you again for your patience. As I mentioned, November and December are the hardest months for me when it comes to my grief, so I just needed to take some time off and have a little breaky break, okay? So now that we're back, I got my weekly love messages coming back for you all starting today. So we're going to see what's going on in love this week for everyone. I'm starting with my earth signs. So if you have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and your sun, moon, rising, Venus, if you're nasty, then these messages will be for you. I do cuss a little. So if you're not into cussing or hearing anyone use profanity and talking that yin yang, this is not going to be the channel for you. However, if it is, welcome or welcome back to the channel, all right? The link is going to be in my bio and in the description box below, where you can book your reading, where you can keep up with my socials, and all of that good stuff. To be fair, it includes a tip jar. It includes where some of my tarot decks that I have, where they're from, and where you can get a coupon, as well as where you can find me on Twitch, where I play video games. YouTube, of course, you're seeing it here, so you can subscribe. Please subscribe, okay? Leave your comments as well. And then where you can find me on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, okay? So let's go ahead and get this started. So for my earth signs, specifically Capricorn, happy birthday, Capricorns. What's going on in love this week for my earth signs? Oh, you got some things going on, guys. So your first card that came out is the Five of Wands, all right? Five of Wands actually represents Leo. I got these new cards for Christmas, so I love getting a little bit more in depth in the reading. So this includes competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, and tension. Then you have the Four of Wands, all right? Aries energy. That includes celebration, joy, harmony, marriage, home, community, and homecoming. And then lastly, you have the Ten of Swords, which is Gemini energy, painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, and defeat. So what I'm getting from this already is that there may be someone who wants to come into harmony with you after you've had a painful ending with them that could have included some rivalry, some conflict. Oh, there's one more. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there's two more here. Let me, hold on. Oh, you got two more. Excuse the hell out of me. So we got 5 cards that came out. Love that. So you have the Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy, financial loss, lack of mindset loss, is isolation, worry, need, poverty, insecurity. And then lastly, you have the Six of Pentacles, giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, and charity. This is also Taurus energy. So signs of significance, Gemini, heavy Taurus, Aries, and Leo. So someone you left out in the cold wants to reciprocate. They want to come back and come into harmony with you. You may have had a lot of disagreements with this person in the past. Could have been a lot of arguments, but this person has been left out in the cold despite the fact that it wants an opportunity to form a completion with you, despite there being that painful ending where there was betrayal. What is this Five of Wands? What's the Five of Wands, Spirit, for my earth signs? That's too many. Can I have one card for the Five of Wands, Spirit? What is this? The King of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this person is definitely giving Sagittarius, Scorpio energy. So they could for sure, with these at the bottom, they could for sure have those placements. So you could be dealing with someone who has big boss energy, big daddy energy, big mama energy, flip it, switch it. They could very much be an entrepreneur. They're very career focused and very, very visionary. They're a natural born leader. But you could bump heads because of that. This person can be, again, in a higher form of leadership. They could be a manager. They could be a CEO. They could be a boss. They could, make their own coin somewhere. But there's a conflict here between you and this person. What's the conflict? What's the conflict with this fire sign that the earth signs are dealing with? That someone may have been confused before and now they're no longer confused. So the conflict was perhaps your personal values. Maybe you both value something different. There could have been some illusions and confusion when it comes to this particular situation as well. There could have been some fantasies that, you know, the both of you could have been leaning into, but it wasn't your actual reality. What's the Four of Wands? What is this celebration? What's the Four of Wands? One card, please, Spirit. You've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, living in the past, no, Six of Cups, excuse me, living in the past, forgiveness, lacking playfulness, moving forward, leaving home, independence. So, if I had to guess, this is for sure someone that's going to be from a past life connection, or just someone that's a soulmate that you have a connection with. You guys may have been off again, on again, all right? But this person wants to forgive. They want your forgiveness. They want you to forgive them. Things could have been really serious with you and this person. Maybe you guys had like a quick honeymoon stage, or you just went too fast in the beginning anyway. And because of that, it was difficult for you all to move forward. But this person really does want harmony with you. But what was the betrayal? What was the betrayal? Temperance in reverse. You're definitely dealing with the Sagittarius. All right. The betrayal was this person clearly was imbalanced, living in excess, so spending a lot of money, or they could have been dealing with certain addictions when it comes to like alcohol, or they were smoking too much, or enjoying other people, you know, a little bit too much. Because it says it here. You've got overindulgence, alcoholism, addiction, extremes. So this person could have been living in extremes, my way or the highway, one way or the other. And you clearly didn't want to deal with that because you left them out in the cold. You walked away from this person. You recognize the imbalance. Maybe this person was even confused about where they stood with you and what they wanted, and you finally made a decision for them, like, nah, player. Okay? Absolutely not. Things were imbalanced. This was a connection that didn't have harmony, and now they want to be harmonious. What's the Five of Pentacles? Why was this person left out in the cold? Why did Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo walk away? Oh, inner resources, struggle. They overwhelmed you. This is the Nine of Wands in reverse. More Sagittarius energy. Definitely, you could have Sagittarius placements. Again, you're dealing with someone that has them or is a Sagittarius. This person overwhelmed you. You were paranoid about what they were doing. They could have been saying one thing and doing another. You weren't motivated to continue this connection with them because you were used to already what they were dealing with. You were on edge. This person was defensive. You felt like you needed to be defensive to protect yourself. So then what's the point of being with someone when you don't have that foundation, when you don't have that safety, that security, okay? Someone to affirm you. You got the Hierophant in reverse. Yes, freedom, going against the grain, unconventional, foolish, generosity. So you may have felt foolish with this person. They could have been a hypocrite with you too, saying, well, I'm going to do this, but you can't do that energy, which is bullshit. Lastly, you have the Six of Pentacles. Who wants to have this equal balance, this equal give and take? What is this equal give and take? Who wants this? Oh, they want it, but you don't. Five of Cups. They may want it, but you definitely don't. There's regret here. Failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, grief. So this week you could be dealing with someone or dealing with these feelings of loss. Now that it's the beginning of the year, you could be reflecting over things that didn't work out in the past. So these feelings could be coming up this week. You may have felt like this was a lost opportunity dealing with whoever this person is. Or you may understand that this was a bad investment and this person didn't deserve what they received from you. So signs of significance definitely are Sagittarius energy, heavy Sagittarius and heavy Taurus, okay? Heavy Scorpio too, by the way. Your numbers that could be of importance when it comes to dates or angel numbers is 5, 4, 10. 654 tells me you're in alignment. So you have 666, you have 555, and you have 7654, okay? So just keep all that in mind, all right, you guys? So now we're going to do a quick hooty-hoo sound off, where we're going by the signs, and we're going to pull a card for each one, all right? This is my What's Gossip deck. Love to see it, all right? So we're going to start with Capricorn, and then we're going to go all the way to Sagittarius, all right? let's go ahead and get this. Again, like I said, if you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to click the link in my bio. It'll also be in the description box. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. You can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Threads. So for my Capricorns, dealing with the Capricorn. Divine timing, patience required, trusting the process, perfect timing when it's meant to be. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, divine intervention, unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected path, saved just in time. If you're dealing with a Pisces, hidden agenda, secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness, hidden motivations, too helpful to trust. If you're dealing with an Aries, this Aries is unbothered, peace despite chaos, calm attitude, detachment from negativity, not my drama. If you're dealing with a Taurus, this Taurus is situationally single. They're experiencing temporary loneliness, choosing solitude, waiting for better, not settling. At the same time, it's giving that this Taurus is still in cuffing season right now. So despite them showing that they may be situationally single, they secretly want this or are doing this, and you don't know any better. And 1111 was on a timer when I said that. Temporary relationship, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth until spring. All right. For my Capricorns dealing with a Gemini, this Gemini and you have a soul contract, fated connections, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements you're destined to meet. So Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, this Cancer is sweet but has deceptive words, empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true, sugar-coated. If you're dealing with a Leo, this Leo has fake perfection, artificial beauty, unrealistic standards, filtered beyond recognition, Photoshop. So I feel like this Leo doesn't feel that good about themselves, honestly. They may fake it and make it seem like they look great on the outside, but on the inside, they don't feel like they even meet their own standards. 12-12 on a timer, as I fucking said that. If you're an earth sign dealing with a Virgo, this Virgo is a deep fake, convincing lies, altered truth, virtual deception, seeing is no longer believing. They're not who they say they are. 12:22 on the timer when this came out. A Virgo is not who they say they are. They're distorted on how they look online, and they are really not that same person in person, okay? If you're dealing with a Libra, this Libra is hiding behind the mask. They have hidden emotions, concealing true self. They're afraid to show reality. No one sees the real me. If you're dealing with the Scorpio, this Scorpio is going to put you in the friend zone, or you want to put them in the friend zone. Platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings, stuck as friends, like a sibling to me. And lastly, if you're dealing with the Sagittarius, this Sagittarius is clickbait, baby. They're misleading headlines. They're telling you things and they're being misleading. So you may think this is the topic or this is exactly what's going on with them. They're not. They have a hidden agenda. They have empty promises, exaggerated truth. Just know it's not what it seems. And if your intuition is telling you something, 1313 on the fucking timer, listen to that. It's clickbait. They're selling you a story. All right. And what's the energy that my earth signs are popping up in this week? Ooh, you fake flexing, friend. Pretending wealth, showing off borrowed luxury, deceptive bragging, rich on Instagram but broke in real life. So I would tell y'all right now at the bottom of the deck to work on some shadow work, okay? And how you're presenting yourself to the world. You need to face hidden fears, explore darker emotions, accept imperfections, and meet your darker self. This is the time to do it, all right? Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. That is going to be your reading. I will ensure that I'm posting more often now that we're out of that season and I'm doing a little bit better. Again, thank you all so much for your patience. Make sure you're following me on Twitch, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and YouTube. Everything will be in the description box below. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. If this message resonates, make sure you share it with your granny, mammy, your auntie Annie. And even if it doesn't, it'll resonate with them, okay? Because they fuck with me. I already found that out. Okay? Y'all know what it is and you know what it ain't. Holla.